Dear students, welcome to the video lecture session on power generation and economics. Yes, our discussion is going under module 2. Today I am going to discuss gas turbine power plant. Okay, repeat here. Today I am going to discuss a gas turbine power plant. In this gas turbine power plant, you are going to study about the working of gas turbine power plant and method of improving thermal efficiency of simple steam power. Sorry, it is gas turbine plant and closed cycle gas turbine power plants. Comparison of gas power plants with steam. Okay, so this is the today's discussion, and apart from this, merits and demerits also I will discuss. A generating station which employs gas turbine as the prime mover for the generation of electrical energy is known as a gas turbine power plant. So earlier we are seen in hydroelectric power plant, okay, hydro turbines are used, whereas in steam power plant, steam turbines are used. Here, because this is the gas is used, okay, the gas turbine power plant, hence it is here gas turbines here using to generate mechanical power. Okay, and when the turbines rotates, mechanical power generated, that it will be coupled with alternator and electricity will be generated. Okay, this is the introduction. Okay, now I will go to directly to the block diagram so that it will be very easy to understand, and afterwards I will cover all these points. Okay, this is the first bit. We can say that elements of simple gas turbine power plant. Okay, which are the elements? Let us have a glance. Here I have listed the elements of gas power plant. First one is compressor, combustion. Second one is regenerator. Is there that it is part is not shown in the figure, okay, because it will be using for improving the thermal efficiency, that I will discuss later. Okay, next one is combustion chamber, gas turbine, alternator, starting motor. Okay, let us have a block diagram how it looks. Afterwards I will discuss. Okay, see, this is the arrangement of simple gas turbine plant. It is given in the Chakrabarti as per described textbook. Here, if you are looking to this figure, okay, here it will becomes inlet, compressor. Okay, compressed air it will be goes to the combustion chamber, combustor, and that it will be taken into hot gas. This is the turbine, and exhaust gas total becomes out. Okay, here alternator and starting motor it is not shown, as I have discussed. I have listed in the elements of gas turbine plants. Okay, that I will show you one more slide here. Okay, if you are looking to this is the basic layout diagram. Okay, see, this is filter, compressor, regenerator, and it will be goes to the combustion chamber and gas turbine, and exhaust gas it will be goes through the regenerator. This part is not, please note it, this part is not shown in this textbook, which it is reference textbook, prescribed textbook. I will show you here. Okay, so directly the air which it will be compressed and combustion chamber it will be given, and through this hot gas it will be taken out and it will be given to turbine. Okay. So let us see how working, then it will be very clear. See, first function of this compressor I will discuss. Okay, compressor. Actually, in power plant, in gas power plant, the compressors are generally used rotary type. Okay, the air at atmospheric pressure is drawn, atmospheric air which it will be drawn by the compressor via the filters. Here filter is not shown, here it is there. I will go better this afterwards. I will come back to the other layout diagram. Okay, now let us have this, it will be clear what it is. The compressor is rotary type, they will use generally. Air at atmospheric pressure is drawn by the compressor via this filter which removes the dust from the air. The filter function is it will be removes the dust from air. Okay. The rotary blades of the compressor push the air between stationary blades to raise its pressure. What it will be happens, the compressor what it does, it has stationary blades and rotary blades. Okay, the rotary blades of the compressor push the air between stationary blades to raise its pressure. Thus air at a high pressure is available at the output of the compressor. So what it will be, here we will get high pressure is available at the output of compressor. Next it will be goes to the combustion chamber. Okay, this part I will afterwards I will discuss. Okay, you assume that it will be comes to the directly this one. Don't bother about the regenerator. Okay, now compressed air it will be goes to the combustion chamber. Okay, what is the function of combustion chamber? Okay, here the air at a high pressure from the compressor is led to the combustion chamber. Okay, I repeat here, the air at a high pressure from the compressor is led to the combustion chamber. In the combustion chamber, heat is added. Okay, this is a very important point. In combustion chamber, heat is added to the air by burning oil. The oil is injected through the burner into the chamber at a high pressure to ensure atomization of oil and its through mixing with air. It means the result is that the chamber attains very high temperature. Okay, so here it will be given around 3000 degree Fahrenheit. That much temperature it will be attains. Okay, the combustion gases are suitably cooled to the 1300 to 1500 degree Fahrenheit and delivered to the gas turbine. Okay, I hope it is clear what you are done. I conclude till here to the whatever discussion. Filter, okay, is used to remove the dust and other particles, so that air it will be taken and it will be compressed, and that compressed air it will be given to the combustion chamber where its temperature is raised to till about 3000 degree Fahrenheit and it will be suitably cooled to the 1300 to 1500. Why it is means 1300 to the 1500 1500 degree Fahrenheit is required for our gas turbines. Not more than that high we have to give. Okay, and then deliver to the gas turbine. Next, gas turbine function. Gas turbine is nothing but what? The product of combustion consisting of mixture of gases at high temperature and pressures are passed to the gas turbine. What they are doing here? The high pressure and high temperature. high pressure it will be developed here by compressing, and temperature it will be attained by combustion chamber. These gases in passing over the turbine blades expands and thus do the mechanical work. I repeat here, these gases, what it will be does, it expands and thus do the mechanical work. Means the turbines it will be rotates, the blade it will be rotates, and mechanical work means mechanical power you can obtain. The temperature of the exhaust gas from the turbine is out, it will be given through this regenerator. Okay, as I told, this part I will discuss later. Okay, that it will be exhaust gas, it will be given out to the atmosphere. Okay. Other is here, other thing means alternator, which it is coupled to the gas turbines. Okay, mechanical power which it will be coupled to this alternator. What it will be happens, alternator will be converts mechanical power to the electrical power, and that transformers and isolators, and it will be transmitted. And this is the starting motor. Okay, starting motor is required to start the compressor. Okay, and it will be mounted on the same shaft of alternator. Hence only during the starting it is required. Once the compressor it will be started and mechanical power is generated, and that it will be coupled to the alternator generates electrical power, then it will be continuous rotating mechanical power. Hence the starting motor is not required, only during the starting it is required. After that once the mechanical power is generated, that it will be used for pumping also, means the compressing purpose also, not pumping, compressing purpose also you are using, because the starting motor is for compressor purpose it is. Okay, let us have this figure. As I told, I will come back to this one. We can see here, air it will be taken, okay, compressed, then compressed air it will be goes to the combustion chamber, okay, combustor, and that it will be goes to the temperature rise the hot gases, and it will be comes to the turbine and exhaust. After developing the necessary mechanical power, the exhaust gas it will be given to atmosphere, and this is the coupled. You can see here, turbine is coupled with compressor and load coupling. Load coupling is nothing but here alternator it is there. Okay, I hope this is clear. All these things. Nozzle is here you are sending the fuel, okay, to rise the compressed air temperature you are rising, you are feeding here the fuel, okay, that I have already discussed. Let us have a discussion about the merits and demerits. Okay. Merits. It is simple in design as compared to steam power station, since no boilers and their auxiliaries are required. Yes, compared to the steam power plant, no boilers and auxiliaries are required. It is much smaller in size as compared to the steam power station, okay, of the same capacity. Then the turbine power plant does not require boilers, feed water arrangement, etc. It requires comparatively less water as no condenser is used in gas power plant. The initial and operating costs are much lower than that of the equivalent of steam power plant. The maintenance charges are quite small. Gas turbines much simpler in construction and operation than steam turbines. It can be started quickly from cold condition. Okay, we can start at any conditions, whereas in thermal power plants we have to burn the coal, then water it will be get heated up and steam it will be generated, then we have to start. Here it is no, instantly we can start. there are no standby losses. However, in steam power stations, their losses occurs because boiler is kept in operation even when the steam turbine is supplying no load. Okay, so this is one more point you have to note it in thermal power stations. The steam, if the no load is there, then also the steam turbine is supplying. So boiler is kept in operation even when the steam turbine is supplying no load. Okay, let us have a glance over demerits. There is a problem for starting the unit. It is because before starting the turbine, the compressor has to be operated for which power is required for some external source. As already I have discussed, starting the plant, starting the generations, first we need to compressor we have to start. Okay, so for that, what it is required, the starting unit is required from the external source. However, once the unit starts, the external power is not needed as the turbine itself supplies the necessary power to the compressor. It means what? Once it will be started, already I have discussed, once it is started, there is no need of starting motor. Okay, since a greater part of power developed by the turbine is used in drawing the compressor, the net output is low. Okay, this is the demerit, and the demerit, net output is low, and the overall efficiency of such plant is low as about 20%, because exhaust gas from the turbines contains sufficient heat. What it will be coming out after mechanical doing the work, the exhaust gas, it has the sufficient heat. The temperature of combustion chambers is quite high, as already I have discussed, the 3000 Fahrenheit, so that its life is comparatively reduced. Due to attending the very high temperature, its life it will be reduces. Okay. Now I will discuss, already I covered this. Open cycle and closed cycle gas turbines. Next bit I am going to discuss here the open cycle and closed. So open cycle means what? The heated gas combining out of combustion chambers are then passed to the turbine, where they expand, do the mechanical work. Okay, till we know, right? What it will be happens, it will be expands and mechanical power work it will be does, and alternator is coupled with the turbine, and electricity will be generated. Part of the power developed by the turbine is utilized in driving the compressor and other accessories that already I discussed. Okay, while the remaining is used for power generation. Since ambient air enters the compressor and gases combining out of turbines are exhausted into the atmosphere. So what it will be there after the generation, means after turbine, the gas, exhausted gas, which it will be given to atmosphere. So here, if you are not this point, I will select. Since ambient air enters the compressor and gases coming out of the turbines are exhausted into the atmosphere, the working media has to be replaced continuously. Okay, so it means what? We have need to replace compressed air, because what it will be happens, the compressed air it will be goes to the combustion and combustion chamber to the gas turbine, and it is exhausted to the atmosphere. Then new air, means we have to go for the air compression, again we have to replace continuously. Okay, there is no closed loop, it is open loop, means whatever the exhausted gas is there, okay, that it will be given to the outside, means atmosphere it will be given. Okay, next is the closed cycle. In this case, the working fluid is compressed in the compressor and is fed into the heater, where it is heated up. Combustion chamber, here heater is nothing but, okay, heated up to the temperature of turbine inlet. Thus fluid is then expands in the turbine and the exhausted in cooling to the this is the very important point. This you have to please note it. It difference between closed cycle and open cycle. Okay, this fluid is then expands in the turbines. Okay, and the exhaust cooled the original temperature in the recooler. It then re-enters the compressor to begin the next cycle. So exhaust gas, what it is there, it will be goes to the recooler, and again it will be back to the compressor. Okay, I will see here. Okay, here it is there. You can see the closed cycle. Okay, here you can see this is the compressor. Just a moment. Okay, okay, this is the compressor. What it will be happens here, once it will be comes to the turbine, exhaust it will be goes to the recooler and back to the compressing. Okay, so this is closed cycle. I repeat here, the compressed air it will be goes to the turbine, and the turbine after doing the mechanical work, exhaust gas it will be goes to the recooler, and again it will be feeding to the compressor. Hence it is called closed cycle. Whereas open cycle, what it is there, this part is not there. Exhaust gases are given to atmosphere. Okay. Okay. Next class I will discuss about the methods to improve thermal efficiency of gas turbine plants. Okay. These points I will discuss later. Just a moment. Okay. I will conclude here this session. Next class I will discuss these methods to improve thermal efficiency of gas turbines. These are the three methods: are there regeneration, intercooling, and reheating. Yeah, already just now I discussed that regenerator is there. That time I told that I will discuss later. Here I will discuss what is the regeneration.